Welcome back to our Fireside Chat. I'm here with Paul Robinson, founder Tempest Networks.
Yep, and we focus in on helping organizations navigate through cybersecurity and risk problems with our services and solutions.
Fantastic. I'm also here with Marvin Smith, founder of Nexus Cloud.
We provide managed services to small, medium-sized law firms.
Also, their links to their company will be in the links below. And I'm Adrian Libert, founder of Hudson Vilsack, creator of IBO for automated vulnerability scanning and reporting. We're going to talk about mergers and acquisitions now. One of the things I've noticed in the industry, there seems to be a lot of firms gobbling up other firms.
Yep.
I guess because there's just mainly this oversupply of certain MSPs in particular areas. Here in New York City, it's 8.5 million people live and work in the city. There's a lot to go around. Have you considered mergers and acquisitions? Or have you consulted with other people about mergers and acquisitions?
For me personally?
Yeah.
No, nope. Like I said, at this point, I'll make that very quick for you. No, at this point, again, the creative control and not having to answer to anyone, that's what's scratching my itch right now. Now, could that change? Sure, like it could change, and I'm not dogmatic on it. You know, I think sometimes we say, "Oh, I'll never do that," and then 5 years from now we're doing, "Oh yeah, I merged and I was acquired, and I take VC funding, and
Right.
I'm miserable, but
Right. That's okay.
but current state, nah, I just.
What if you were the one doing acquisition? Would you acquire someone?
So it's an interesting question. Based off of my business model, it would be interesting to see what I would acquire. Okay. So I think from an acquisition perspective, this is way on down the line, but it would be like a value-added reseller or systems integrator that has a base of business, and I would come in and say, I'm changing the way you've done everything. Like, I'm going to buy you, you're going to adapt my way,
Right.
and this is the way we're going to do it. That probably would be an acquisition target for me, but that's further down the
So
line.
what would be the reason for the acquisition? Would it be just a client access?
Reach. I think reach would be important for that, and also kind of from a individualistic like I'll throw my cards on the table. Like that to me would say, hey, my method is working, and it's overtaking a system that I think needs to be fixed. So there's like that mental kind of win that's inside of that. I know, we don't want pride or ego to get in the way, but that would be kind of the thing of where it would be like, yeah, like I want to take that, which I don't agree with, and implement my methodology to it and see that be a success. Like that would be the big win for me.
Marvin?
It's funny because I think like every 6 months or so, I get an email from somebody or some private equity company and
It's nice to be wanted.
it's nice to be wanted, but I would just reply and say, hey, throw a few dollars my way instead of asking me if I want to sell. But mergers or acquisitions, I would say definitely if it complements us. With the factor of reach, client list, client type, but not to acquire another MSP just for the numbers. I've seen that. I did some work behind the scenes with another MSP, and it was just like a mess. They just acquired a company just to acquire it for the body count.
An ego.
An ego.
Ego.
Yeah. But it would definitely, I don't want to say I would never do it, but definitely if it directly complements us as far as, yeah.
So when you say complement, so you focus on law for the legal world. So what, which is a regulated industry.
Yeah.
What if there was an MSP who's focused on the medical world? Would that be something you'd be interested in? Because it would be complementary in the sense that it's expanding your business without going in the same field that you're playing in all the time.
Yeah, definitely.
So that would be something that's worthwhile.
Yeah, because the strong foundation is there. They've been through the ups and downs in that medical industry. They know the proper HIPAA compliance, stuff like that. So yeah.